Alright everybody, welcome to another knife review. This is a Buck Fluid, the new lockback from Buck Knives. Let's go ahead and start out with what I like about it, because then I'm going to pretty much tear it apart from there and tell you what I don't like about it. First off, I really like the weight. It's 2.75 ounces. I really like the pocket clip right here. It's very carryable. And lastly, I really like the blade profile. This harpoon style blade, I hope Buck starts using this on more of their knives. It's very user friendly in terms of being able to choke up on that spine, but also just that slight recurve. It's just it's really usable, and so I really do like, and I wanted to like this knife a lot, but the problems I have with it kind of go from there, and they go into how long is this knife going to last and how tough is this knife really. And the first problem I had with it, well, the major problem I've had with it is this lock. I'm going to take the knife apart in a sec on the video, but basically I've had tons of up and down play, side to side play on this knife. The first knife that I had a lot of side to side play. Got them to send me a second one. It wasn't straight from Buck Knives, but the distributor that I bought it from. And when I got the second one, not only did I have a lot of side to side play, but now I have a lot of up and down play too. I want to take these handles off because I want to show you the design underneath. It's kind of scary when you start looking at it, but just stick tight, stay where you are, and I'll be right back after I take this thing apart. Alright, now I'm back. I've taken it apart here, and as you can see, there ain't much to it. Okay, it's very easy to take apart. There's 6 screws that hold the FRN handles on, and there's 2 additional screws that hold the pocket clip on. And here's all the parts. Alright. But anyway, biggest problem I have with this is that this pin right here holding the lock in place is so close up to the pivot pin up front here that it's got no ability through the rest of the lock to hold any kind of pressure in place, okay? Look, pin construction I know is common on lockback, so I'm not going to knock it for that, but it's just not properly executed. And for $35, this thing is just nothing. There's nothing here. There's 2 pins holding this thing in place, and like I said, what that results in is this wiggle right here. Now, don't get me wrong, I know pin construction can be extremely strong, and here's where I'm going to go into my biggest problem with this knife is the price is $35. And by the way, it's made in America, and I don't think it represents American-made quality products very well. Especially because I've had 2 of them, and they've both been the same way. But here's $35 right here, okay? Here is Buck Vantage Select for $25. It's a liner lock, get over it. But at least you get a pivot screw, at least you can get some adjustability, okay? If this ever needs it. Okay, comparing it more to realistic liner locks, what about the Buck 110? The Buck 110 gets it right, by the way, because this pivot pin right here is roughly 2/3 of the way through. Alright, almost halfway. And so with that and with the beefy scales right here and steel liners inside, you've got a solidly built knife right here. This right here, you can get them all day for $25. This one right here, all day for $25. This piece of shit right here, you can get for $35. Save your money. Go and get something else. And by the way, this is the Buck Vantage Select, which I love. Buck Vantage Avid's $35 also with the Sandvik steel. Much better value in my point. So, what does the Buck Fluid get in my review? You know what it gets? A fucking sack of shit. It's a horrible knife. It fucking, for $35, you have got to be out of your mind. Avoid this piece of shit. Buy something else with your $35. Ontario Rat 2s right now are in the same price range. Are you kidding me? This is what Buck's going to put out to compete with an Ontario Rat 2? Ridiculous. Sorry guys, I wish I had better things to say. I love Buck Knives, but I would not buy this one again. I'm returning both of them, going with something completely different.